Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to 15th graduation ceremony for Georgetown University's Executive MBA program. My name is Alex Miyagi, and I have the honor of being selected to represent these fine professionals that you see before you today. Konnichiwa. 안녕하세요. Dobry dzień. Namaskar. Assalamu alaikum. Ni hao ma. And aloha. What you just heard are just a few of the languages represented by the students in the international program. Over the last 22 months, we have endured sleep deprivation, endured taking on a full-time class load while working a full-time job. Some of us even endured the loss of family. Sometimes it seemed to be too much, but just as we are about at our breaking points, just when we thought we couldn't take it anymore, something beyond self, something beyond our individual ability to endure kept us going. You may be asking, what was it that kept us going? It was all because of you. Our work ethics, because of you. Our passion for life, because of you. Our core values that keep us on the straight and narrow, even during times of extreme difficulty, because of you. Although you have come to pay tribute to the graduating class, we want you to know that the true tribute, the true thanks, the true recognition should be given to you. You who have given selflessly, you who have supported us through thick and thin, you who have instilled in us our core values without uttering a single word, through your, through your actions, your knowing smiles, and your warm embrace. Let me tell you a little story about a little girl. She misses her dad, Garner Faulkner. He's working another double shift so he can provide for his family. This work is hard, but he does it without any complaint. This little girl can see how tired he is. And yet, he still gets up the very next day, driven by an inner strength, something more than self. Today, this young girl is a beautiful, strong, capable young woman who remembers how Dad Gardner endured all of the late nights, endured sleep deprivation, endured the sacrifices so that Dad Gardner could provide for his family. It comes as no surprise that today, Georgetown Faulkner has an inner strength that tells everyone that has the honor of working with her that all is good. No mountain is too high, no workload is too much. Every challenge that she's able to conquer is due to the inner strength, strong work ethic, and drive that she got from you. Let me tell you another story about a young boy. He listens intently as his father, Prilak Singh Rahija, tells a passionate story of how he and his siblings used to study on the floor surrounding their sister, who sat sewing under a single light bulb hanging from the ceiling. There were no desks. They did without. And yet they were happy to be together, happy to be able to pull together and support each other. This young boy is now a successful young man with the ability to bring people together even under the most difficult circumstances. Today, Sonny Rahija's passion for life and family is infectious. He is a gift not only to his class, but to this world. And it was all possible because of you. And let me tell you a final story of a young man. His father is stoic, is very demanding, works day and night, and only sees his family once a week during the traditional family dinner. He works even though he starts to stumble. A doctor's appointment diagnoses him with anemia. and he is dragged back to the hospital from work to do further tests. 11 days later, he passes too soon. From complications from surgery, he literally worked until he could work no more. Doctors tell his son that the illness was far too advanced and that his father must have endured great pain. That his father never complained because of the culture in which he was raised. Not once did his father tell his son directly that he was proud of him. It was only after the funeral that his father's friend told his son that his father always spoke of him with praise, that he was proud of his son. This father was my father. He is physically not here today, but rather lives on in me in everything that I do. I do not walk the straight and narrow because I am strong. I walk the straight and narrow even during times of extreme difficulty because of him. For each of us sitting in rows in front of you, there are many, many similar stories. They have made us what we are today and have driven us to endure the unendurable and go beyond our individual breaking points, knowing that there is something beyond self worth working for. And it was all because of you. As we move forward in our professional careers, we move forward not alone, but with you in our hearts, in our minds, and everything that we do. You will be there with us, guiding us through future challenges with your invisible hands that have molded us into what we are today. What you have heard is just a small sample of the gifts that we, the executives, have the honor to represent during this graduation. We all sit here because of you. Because you, we celebrate everything that we have been able to achieve together. Our work ethics, because of you. Our passion for life, because of you. Our core values that keep us on the straight and narrow, even during times of difficulty, because of you. Thank you. And thank you for the gifts that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives. To the IEMBA 15s, I love America.
The Executive Masters in Leadership class of 2010 has also chosen one of its distinguished members, Robert Ray, to address this ceremony.
Before I begin, I'd